Hi everyone, it's me Julian, and you clicked on the video because you saw the title, so let's just get into it. Some of you might have found me with this video of how I study Japanese. I'm Julian, welcome to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about how I study Japanese. But then, after that video, I stopped studying Japanese. Yeah. It can happen. So in today's video, we will be talking about the reasons why I stopped studying Japanese, the things that I did wrong, and if I am going to continue studying it, what are the things that I'm going to do differently. By the way, it will be a long video of me talking, so go grab yourself some kohi or ocha. I still know those words, and let's get started. The biggest reason why I stopped studying Japanese is language confusion. Basically, I need and speak English in my work every single day. I use Filipino and Ilocano, which is a dialect in my city, when I have conversation with my friends and family. I watch a lot of Korean contents. It may be like K-pop or anything like K-drama. Then I was studying Japanese. So if you see that is basically a perfect formula for my brain to explode. So that is actually one of the biggest reasons why I just stopped, because my brain just cannot take any more language. The second reason is it became very difficult and impractical. And I know that every language that we learn, whether it's English or any other language out there, it's actually really difficult to learn because, of course, it's a language. It takes time, it takes a process, and it's a journey. But I combine difficult and impractical because I was studying Japanese during that time without a purpose. I don't have any reason really to study it. I was just doing it, and so with that, it caused a lot of problems when it comes to studying it. It became more and more difficult because I was studying with the textbook. So it's more technical, then I don't have a reason fully, so it just crumbled and crashed. I just jumped into it. I didn't have any plan or any reasons at all to study it. I just also want to add up to that, studying from the books basically restricted me in so many ways. And yeah, I do know that it's like it's very impractical in some sense, and also it doesn't only apply to Japanese, it also applies to English. Sometimes, like when we study English from the books, sometimes it's not really that practical. And the thing is, during that time, I wasn't really planning to take JLPT or the Japanese language test. I was just doing it because I wanted to. Now, the question is, where will I go from here? Am I going to continue or to stop studying it? Basically, I will start studying it again because I wanted it to be added to the list of the language that I am always confused about. I mean, the more language that we know, the more that we get confused, and it's just very fun. I wanted to continue learning Japanese again, but this time I'm going to take a different approach. I'm going to go on a different side of the road. So with that being said, what are the things that I'm going to be changing from what I have done before? The number one thing is the reason or the purpose. As I mentioned a while ago, I don't really have a very strong reason or purpose of studying it before. That's why I easily gave up or stopped. But now it's like my idea is more on like conversation and listening. I wanted to study Japanese again so that I can listen and have a conversation. That is basically one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to do. Not much when it comes to the professional side of it or the technical side of it, more or less the practical side. Basically, it's the same as like conversational English. The second is I'm not going to pressure myself to study it as I have done before, just like studying a subject in university. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to do it in my own pace. Basically, if I am feeling too overwhelmed with so many languages that I have in my life, I'm going to like take a break from it. I don't only speak one language, I speak multiple languages, and so learning another language is really difficult. It activates more capacity of my brain, and so it takes a lot of time. I don't want to pressure myself to insert another language in a daily basis. Third is I'm going to be learning it in my own style or in my own pace. I am more into listening and conversation most of the time, and so I'm just gonna be like including how I learn best to how I learn Japanese. So I know that there are so many videos out there about how I learn Japanese, and I have one of those videos, but basically I would want to try and just do a trial and error process of how I do things on my own. And so with that, it gives a lesser pressure for me to be extremely good at it in just a span of like short time. Yeah, I think in that idea I'll be more excited to learn it, and it will be more fun for me rather than as a pressure of learning it as a student or someone who will take a test. Those three are my main ideas on what am I going to do next, but of course when I will go back to studying Japanese, I have to review and recall the basic foundation of everything, and I still don't remember fully a lot, and so it really takes a lot of recalling and reviewing, and that's what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of videos or in the next couple of weeks or months. This is the journey that I'm going to be continuing. I don't want to stop learning. It's not really my intention to give up and just not do it anymore. I really do want to continue it, but I still don't know where should I go. But realizing it now and having this idea is really exciting for me. So yeah, thank you so much for being with me with these very chatty videos, and I hope that we are going to be happy and excited in this journey. I hope that you will join me in this process of learning Japanese again after a year. It makes me feel excited, it makes me feel nervous at the same time, and so we will just go with the journey of learning another language that will add to the confusing languages that I have in my daily life. Thank you so much for watching. I will just see you in my next one, and hopefully my brain will be able to accept and be capable of learning another language. Okay, that's it for now, and see you next time. Bye!